Hello everybody, nice to see you back in SEN Builder English. Welcome to Social Economic Networker and welcome to today's topic where we're going to talk about this fundamental topic, consult with your upline. This is point 8 of the 9 steps of duplication. It is precisely defined in our guide to success. It is one of the most important concepts to set up successful network organizations. When we teach the new sponsor from the start, use this guide to success continuously. Review that measures you are taking so that you can verify that the measures you are performing are in line with our principles and corporate cultures of social economic networkers, whether they are regular to consult with your upline as well as mainly with your sponsor. Now, in the network marketing industry, there's a big difference between an enroller and the sponsor. In network marketing, it is quite usual to register a person with a product package, information, and company literature. Then they leave them up to God. They leave the new enrolled person on its own. No follow-up actions are taken. And it's about teaching the steps that need to be taken so that the new team member has the opportunity to succeed. Now, the step number 8 is very important. It can lead our new team member making as few mistakes as possible in the initial phase. We know that in the first 90 days, many of these new enrolled people leave this industry. Well, one of the main reasons why they leave the business is that they don't get great results in the first 90 days. Or somehow just don't know what to do because they make so many mistakes. Many people get discouraged. They lose somehow the confidence in what this business opportunity can mean for their lives, for their family, and for their future. The mistake was that no sponsor was there to teach them how to continually consult with the sponsor. So let's get into today's topic a little bit. So consult with your upline, check everything. This is important because it allows us to give instructions on how to take the right action so that the new team member can get results as quick as possible. It is important that you are able to consult with your sponsor. Achieving this habit is critical as you continuously evaluate how the new team member is developing. Apart from that, it gives the sponsor the opportunity to guide him through various actions the new team member has to take to achieve the expected results. One of the most common mistakes is we don't work with the new team member. It takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to a year, and we do not sit down to assess the progress of the new team member to see about the goals he or she wants to achieve. Our company, offers us a great number of reports such as detailed data, useful information, and statistics that can guide us. You know that the new team member can therefore see how his numbers are growing and where he is in relation to his goal. There are 2, let's say, important reports among others. One of them is the target rank report, and the other one is the annual overview, which you can upload via our website, 4Life website. These 2 reports are available to you. They offer very, very good information to know how far the new team member has come in relation to the goal set. Now, this means in the target rank report, you can see what volume you are moving in your first 3 levels, what volume you are moving in your organization, how much of this volume has been moved by your personally enrolled team members, how many of your lines and how much volume has been moved by the people registered. In other words, you can see the volume of the first 3 levels, the total volume of your organization, and the volume that each team member is moving. On the other hand, there's the yearly summary report that offers us other important information. Together, this gives us a clarity about how the new team member develops in relation to the set goal. The summary report tells us the following. like how many people are registered in your company, how many of these registered people are active, what is the percentage of the activity, what is the percentage of the people who stay in business, how many new team members were registered this month, how much volume was moved at each level of your organization, the entire organization volume. So we also get the information about how much volume has been moved months after months in the first 3 levels. In other words, these are reports that help us a lot to determine what our new team members are missing out to achieve their goal. How many registrations are missing? How much volume is in the first 3 levels? How much total volume is missing, and how many additional lines are required? Therefore, it is very important that we meet regularly with the new team members to teach them how to work in the team with your sponsor, and how to evaluate a team. Because if we evaluate and sit down after reviewing the reports, we can draw up an action plan for the following months to achieve the goal, or at least be on the way to achieve it. It is very often the case that many networkers somehow do not set goals there. Therefore, there is no way of evaluating which goals are achieved or not in order to determine the measures that are necessary to achieve this goal. One of the most important meetings is this meeting to see how everything goes. The well-known evaluation meeting. Stephen R. Covey, in his famous book about strategy, remarks says that players who are really on the pitch are those who are starting to sit down together to evaluate the targets. Also, introducing target evaluation is the point where you can effectively see whether we are winning or losing, whether we are moving forward or still finding ourselves in the same place. Because of this, many people can be very active in this type of business, but not very productive, because they don't sit down to evaluate the progress the team member are making in their downline, to help and support them with the steps and also with the adjustments that should be taken so that they stay on the right path and reach the goal. Another very important point that you should evaluate when you sit down with your team member are the daily actions, which are described in detail in our guide to success. You know, with these actions, it is very important that each team member and also you personally write down your daily actions. These actions include how many business presentations were held in an online or presential home meeting during the month, how many one-on-one presentations have been carried out, how many times months have I attended the weekly mega plan, how many times a month have I attended weekly training sessions, how many new candidates have I contacted, how many invitations have I made, and also how many follow-ups did I do with the candidates to whom I presented the business presentation to. How many business plans? How much time did you take each week to listen to the recording of the week? How much time did you take to read a book? That would help you definitely develop yourself as a good leader. In other words, when you sit down with your sponsor, it is also important to be able to evaluate these daily actions, because daily actions allow us to achieve our goals, to be able to achieve our expected results, and to be able to realize our dreams. Nothing is achieved if we only understand what needs to be done. We, ourselves, are the results of daily actions that we have practiced in this fabulous business project, and we keep on practicing it of the past years and the next years to follow. Every action we take brings us closer to the goal. Take the daily actions very seriously, as these actions are small steps towards our goals. They are small steps that bring you closer to your goal, and your ability to continuously evaluate both your new team members and yourself, to continue deciding what measures requires to keep the growth in the organization going on. Therefore, we will use this important sheet, this important overview of the daily actions that we find also in the Guide to Success. We recommend that you hand it over on a piece of paper, or as we have already introduced in various languages in Europe, to recommend to the team members an annual action book of daily actions in which you can write down your daily results, so that the new team members and you personally evaluate the results at the end of each week or at the end of each month, and make the corrections in the actions that have not been made yet. In summary, it is important that you continuously consult your sponsor. Your sponsorship line and the Guide to Success. One of the most common mistakes made by so many networkers is that you do the action first, making a lot of mistakes that weaken your own organizations, and then you start consulting. There's always wisdom in the multitude of guides. For this reason, it is important that you consult with your sponsor and the Guide to Success, so that you get into the habit of making as few mistakes as possible and reaching the goal quickly. Well, next week we're gonna develop the ninth step in our channel, SEN Builder English. Duplication is the key to freedom. The next edition will cover one of the most important points in the network marketing industry. So how can you ensure that an entire consumer organization duplicate itself correctly? We will talk about the master plan, duplicate yourself. We're very happy to see you here again in this edition. We hope that this training session came up to your expectations. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press us a like. The whole team of SEN Builder English want to thank you for your attention, and we wish you all, the social economic networkers, following continuing success. Thank you.